So we actually have one as well. So any questions on that? So that's called the dura mater. Okay. Now you can just take that off, detach it. Just detach that. Just cut it off. Or,
Pat Amadali here with another video of medical biology sheep brain dissection. Thank you for watching. Right here is the dura mater.
You can pull it off. Just pull it off.
Yeah.
Takes them off. There's actually a dividing line, and once you start, again, for those of you who are dissecting, you'll start to pry open, and you'll see where it divides, okay, where it's split. But it's extremely light in color, okay? So go ahead and start cutting out the brain stem, and then you'll be able to see exactly the three parts that make it up, which include the midbrain, pons, and medulla oblongata.
Medulla oblongata. I love that thing.
People that are dissecting, if you want to come over here, I can show you quickly how to do that. Basically, just end up taking
I'm
this.
sure I'm in the video.
Okay.
Okay, then I'll be in the video.
This whole thing, so you're going to end up kind of peeling this off a little bit.
Okay.
But then, at some point, you're going to have to use
All right.
the
Welcome. My name is my channel's Padme Amadali, and I'm not taking medical biology,
very soft tissue.
but I'm in
Cutting
here
it's
for
not hard.
observation
Just knowing where to
for a
cut.
different class. And today
That's
I will be
exactly right.
dissecting
Yeah,
a sheep's
that's really
brain,
the
like my
main
last
part.
video.
And, you'll see how it's divided.
This is the sheep's
So
brain.
again, you'll cut out the brain stem.
This is the dura mater.
Boom.
I love these days of dissecting. It's great. Too bad Karen's not here, but we think about her.
Now, once you've got it cut out, so these guys have
Here's
got
a
this
scalpel.
cut out. Let me just show them. Okay. So it's going to look somewhat similar to this.
First,
Okay.
we're gonna take
You
this
you
brain
have to
stem
understand
out.
that again how the brain stem is attached. Okay, so it goes midbrain, pons kind of bulges there, and then the brain.
Now we have removed the brain stem. This is the
The
brain stem. This is
medulla oblongata connects down to the spinal cord.
I don't even think that brain stem.
what's so
So
funny?
does everyone have their brain stem cut out?
I don't think I did it right.
What's so funny?
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that's all right. Oh, that's the cerebellum. And that's okay. You can just leave it attached right now. Because eventually I'm going to have you covered.
Good. Still videotaping.
So again, find the
Cerebellum.
three parts to the brain stem. Now, is it just going to be standing out that it's this part is different? No, I mean you got to
So,
kind of look
this is the
and see
midbrain.
for where the pons is.
And I think this is the
Okay.
pons right here. This is the
Any
cerebellum.
questions? Okay.
This is the medulla
So if you're
oblongata.
good on the brain stem, flip it
This
over
is the
back
spinal
over
cord.
to the actual cerebrum. Okay, which of course is the main part of the brain.
Hi, it's me,
Now,
Haley here. Can I help
If
you?
you take a closer look at the cerebrum, you're going to see kind of a white film on top of the
white film.
cerebrum. Okay,
See that white
that's
film?
the pia
That's the
mater.
pia mater.
Okay, that thin film is called the pia mater.
We got
It'd be
pieces
hard to
here.
remove that, but at least you can see it. Okay, so you don't have to worry about trying to remove that. You don't have to worry about that. Okay,
This is the
now
white film.
find
It's
the
the
left
pia
and right
mater.
sides of the cerebrum.
Cerebellum.
Find the left and right sides, and you're going to first see a groove that goes all the way down
right here.
through the brain to a certain point. Okay, on your sheet
right there.
that you have, I don't have an extra one up here. I think it's question number 4 on your sheet.
What binds the two
So number 4 is asking
hemispheres
what
of the
binds
cerebrum together?
the two hemispheres
Corpus
together.
callosum.
The answer is not
This right
longitudinal fissure. Okay, I got that. I do want you to know what that is. that's number 11 over there. That's just the groove.
This
But what actually
should
connects the
official
left brain and the
sequence.
right brain, and what you're going to be actually cutting through, is called the corpus callosum.
Corpus callosum.
Okay? Corpus callosum is actually number 1 underneath where I have inside. So here's what I would like you to do. Go ahead and find the longitudinal fissure and cut straight down so you're separating left, right, left side, and right side. So go ahead and do that, please.
We're supposed to cut down
Right down the middle. You're going to have 2 halves.
the corpus callosum. So
Right
now we're cutting
half
through
and
it.
left half.
Now we cut through it. Now we break the 2 halves to get apart from each other. Hope you guys can see this. See?
I'm super glad we don't have
I cut it in half, and then this right here is the corpus callosum, where the 2 hemispheres were
I did
attached.
have a class that actually did.
So yeah,
Okay, does everyone have 2 halves?
Yeah.
Okay,
I have
now
2
if you
halves.
take a look at the bottom
halves?
part of the sheet that you have, there's a diagram there. I'd like to tell you the parts that you're looking at. Now that should be somewhat the same as what your halves are, okay? So let's fill this in. So number 7, and again, if not everyone can write, at least maybe, hopefully at least one person from each group can fill us in here. So you have
mine
it.
out.
Number 7, it says label the diagrams of the brain. The top left diagram should be what? Cerebellum. Cerebellum. Now that's attached to the brainstem. You can find that. You can see
This
that.
is the cerebellum right here.
That's the cerebellum.
And this,
How about
This
the
is the
top
cerebrum.
right next to the cerebellum?
I don't know.
I'm gonna
The
remove
largest part of the brain is,
Frontal lobe.
I'm gonna
which is
remove the
part
cerebellum
of
from the
the
brainstem.
cerebrum.
Oh, yeah.
So cerebellum on the left, cerebrum on the right, the top 2. Okay, so cerebrum there. Now jump to the
Now I
bottom
have
right.
removed the cerebellum.
To the bottom right as you're looking at your diagram. That actually is pointing to the thalamus.
The thalamus.
It's right underneath the corpus callosum. Okay, they don't have corpus callosum pointing to, but the corpus callosum is right there. Okay, so thalamus underneath that. Right next to the thalamus, then you start getting into the parts of the brainstem. So you should have right next to the thalamus midbrain.
The midbrain.
That's number 4 over there on the under inside over there, and then right next to the midbrain is the pons.
This is the pons.
Okay, pons, which kind of has a protrusion to it, and then the last part of the brainstem is the medulla or medulla oblongata. So
Medulla
you got
oblongata.
those 3 parts that make that up. So that's a very simple diagram, just to kind of orient you as to where things are. Okay. Now, the corpus callosum is the very light colored part of the inside of the cerebrum.
Right here
And you
is
can
the corpus
see the corpus
callosum.
callosum
Right here.
on both halves of the brain. Okay? I would like you to take a look up there on the board, number 3, to cut out the corpus callosum, please.
Now we're supposed to cut out
So
the
cut
corpus
out the corpus
callosum.
callosum. And now, again, you're going to see it. It's almost like layers of a cake. Once you start getting into it, you're going to see
Lovely cake.
where, yeah, I know,
I'm
where,
never gonna eat
where the
cake
corpus
again.
callosum divides from the cerebrum. It's very lightly colored. On this diagram, as you look at it, it's extremely light in color. It's all this.
Now we're removing corpus
That's
callosum.
all of that is corpus callosum. Go ahead and start cutting
Here.
that out, please.
Corpus callosum.
Again, that's what divides or connects the left and right sides of the brain. So
Corpus
number
callosum.
4 on your sheet should be corpus callosum.
I need a free like cut off like long.
How you doing over there?
I'm doing
You all right?
great.
Yeah, I figured you probably know what you're kind of doing just because you've been in all my classes.
Yep.
You getting the corpus callosum out there?
Oh, this is the corpus callosum right here on the picture.
Well, okay, so the very light portion of the half. Yeah, that's right. All that can come out. And where
It's
you
a sheep's brain.
A little farther down, I think. So where Grace has it, you can see kind of a big dividing line. See, it should pop out. So show him kind of. That's exactly right. Just like that. Again, the corpus callosum connects the left and right sides.
You cut it like all the way through the brain.
Yep. Well, technically,
It smells.
looks like that's the surface.
Like formaldehyde.
So basically,
No, that's what it is. And formaldehyde.
down, you can take all of that out. Stand behind there. Again, be careful with your sharp instruments, your scalpels. Did you guys get it out? Yeah.
Mr. Johnson, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I think I figured out what gyri and sulci mean. Last year I couldn't figure it out. So is this thing like these things?
Mm-hmm. Gyri.
And then the cracks?
That's right, Solchi.
I first figured that out today. I didn't know what it was until not today.
Yeah. That's what it is.
See how Percy?
How about that?
Yeah. I first figured out today, as I was at Mr. Johnson's class all day, that this
Once you've
This
gotten the
is
corpus
the-
callosum out,
salty.
okay,
This is a gyri.
you
And
can
then these cracks.
grab your brain stem,
Ooh, the brain
not
stem.
yours, but the sheep. Grab
jokes
the
are
brain
funny.
stem, and attached to the brain stem is the cerebellum.
Alright, I cut it
Go
off.
ahead and remove that.
I guess I jumped the
What
gun.
does the cerebellum do, by the way?
There's the cerebellum. Balance.
And
Coordination.
coordination, balance, that type of thing, yeah.
I
So,
got it.
Again, remove the cerebellum, and I want you to cut through the cerebellum. Why? Because I think it looks cool. That's why.
So let's cut through the
Looks like a
cerebellum.
tree, actually, inside. It's kind of weird. So cut through the cerebellum.
I'll cut through it.
Yeah, cut.
Cut it off.
I think I cut
Well,
it
cut
the
it
wrong
off
way.
first, and then cut through it. And it looks weird.
Look like a brain.
Oops, I cut it.
Looks like a tree.
I cut it the wrong way.
No? Doesn't it for you?
See, look at it. It's like a tree.
Okay. All right. That's good. I like that. I like that.
You don't come for it. You? Oh yeah.
I'm so glad I got to dissect today. It was fun since doing this last year.
You guys,
I get the opportunity again. Yay!
isn't that weird?
See?
Weird.
It's like a tree. See?
Okay.
At least it's not live.
Now, we got one more cut to do. If I could get everyone to look at the back half, or back page, please, of your sheet. Take a look at the back page of the sheet.
Do you want me to see the answers again?
You just keep working.
Alright.
All right, on the back page, they want you to take one of the halves that you have of the cerebrum,
The cerebrum.
cut down vertically
Vertically.
through the cerebrum. Just pick a half, okay? And it's your picture that you get should look pretty close to this. It may not look exact, but you know, hopefully pretty
Does
close.
that look right?
Now, I'd like to give you the answers to the back of this.
Oh.
So at least one person should be able to write this down. Is there one person
there's a
in
big
each group that's ready to maybe write these down? Okay, so what you're looking at, number one, no
There's
shocker
a big
here,
specimen.
cerebrum.
See?
Okay, that's what that is.
Go on.
Then number two is the thalamus. And then you get into the parts of the brainstem again. Number three is midbrain, four is pons, and number five is medulla oblongata. And then number six, you can just put down spinal cord, because that connects into the spinal cord. Okay? So it goes number one, cerebrum, two, thalamus, three, midbrain, four, pons, five, medulla oblongata, and six, spinal cord. Now,
Spinal cord.
again, whether you are seeing that like that, probably not, because I had you take the brainstem out, but at least you are able to kind of see how it's put together,
Look.
so to speak.
These are
All
nerves.
right, I would like to take the next probably 5 minutes here and talk with you about the first few questions, the first 6 questions on the first page. Okay?
These are nerves.
So
right
be ready to write some things down here. So again, number 1, I
Nerves.
know that we don't have a human brain in here to compare it with, but they're asking you to compare and contrast, so to speak, the human brain with the sheep brain. Well, the biggest difference between the two is size. So there's other differences psychologically and things like that, mentally and things, but they're not asking about that. They're asking about anatomy-wise, how does it compare? Well, the human brain is larger, but otherwise it looks just like ours. All the structures are there, everything looks just like ours, and it should, because it's a mammal just like we are.
Yeah, we're a mammal.
Okay? So the biggest thing is just size. Number 2, define the following. I know your semester final isn't for a while yet, but I do have some questions about gyri and sulci, or gyri,
This.
and sulci. Gyri is probably the better way to say
Elevated.
it. But the
lines.
gyri are the ridges
The ridges.
or folds, however you want to say it. I think in the book they describe it as elevated ridges. So that cover the surface of the cerebrum as well as the cerebellum. Let me repeat that. They are the ridges or folds that cover the surface of the cerebrum/cerebellum. So those are the ones that are the squiggly lines, folds or ridges that cover the surface of the cerebrum or cerebellum. Sulci. Sulci. Those are the grooves between the gyri. Those are the grooves between the gyri.
Right here.
Or gyri. Grooves between the gyri. So
Are
again,
salty. See? That's a
look at one of the halves that you have, if you have any, and look at, of course, find the gyri as well as the sulci. Now, number 4, I already gave that to you. The thing that binds the cerebrum together
This is the
is corpus
dura
callosum. Number 5, how does the gyri differ in the cerebrum and cerebellum? Well, the gyri and the cerebrum are much bigger. I mean, they're larger. And they are more pronounced. The cerebellum has them as well, but they just aren't as pronounced. They're not as big, because the cerebellum isn't as big. Okay, so that's your answer to number 5. And then number 6, we've already kind of hammered this out, but the brainstem is composed of, go in order, midbrain, pons, medulla oblongata. Those 3, 4, 5, and 6 over there on the inside. Now, once you've done all the cuts that I have up there, you're done with specifically what I wanted you to get done with. You can hold on to these, keep these as kind of a study guide to help you to study. If you did not turn in your brain worksheets, I would like those before you leave. I think most of you did, but I need those. Feel free now to examine further if you want, to keep looking at the brain and pretend like you're a brain surgeon.
Oh, yeah. You see that? See what I did?
All right, and then once you're done with that, all brain parts need to be thrown away into the red garbage can back here. And again, make sure you're cleaning up your trays.
Okay.
Make sure you're cleaning up tables if you need to.
Now we're just going to have fun cutting up things.
Clean off your instruments. Be careful when you clean your scalpels and anything else that you use.
Look at that. Isn't that cool? Yeah. This is the cerebrum I'm cutting up. I want to look at what you're doing. Look at that. Yeah, don't get it too close to me. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to smell it either. See, look, that's the pons right there. Pons. It's the pons.
Well, that's the corpus callosum.
Oh. This is the dura mater. See, dura
The
mater?
whole thing is the corpus callosum. But what you're looking at,
Cerebellum. Cerebrum. Cerebellum. Cerebrum. Sorry, I'm just kind of excited to dissect again. But you better be excited for AP Biology cat dissection. That's a good one. Better be good, excited for that one. Because that one's going to be awesome. So, yeah. That's the dog. Are you just going to play with it or just cut it up?
make sure
I
you're
got 15
drying
minutes of
things
dissecting.
off, folks. Okay, no, I don't think this is easy.
I got 15 minutes until this class ends. What class is this? This is 7th hour. You erase the board. Okay. Oh, I haven't dissected the spinal cord thing yet, so that's what I'll do now. I know, like in the earlier classes today, he had this they had the kids cut the spinal cord. We didn't do that this time.
They're you can go to the bathroom if you want to wash up. Or I've got, there's soap and paper towels up there as well as up here. Hey,
Cool. Spinal cord.
we're gonna probably use this station here because there's soap here and there's
Yeah.
paper towels here. And it's the only station that has, well, that one and that one. Only two stations that have it. So.
Keeping your thing.
Yeah, it's keeping my thing up.
I didn't want to move this and have it fall.
So just so you know, I don't want your, because it might splatter a little bit on your screen.
It'll survive. It's in a case. As long as it doesn't get in the electronics.
Sheep brain. Okay. Yeah, we just dissected the sheep brain, by the way.
Hey, so being with Mr. Johnson again today was awesome. I got to do this all day. Now I have to write a report on this observation. So that was great.
Standing wires back here, but I don't know how wet they are. Alright, play me then.
Hey, there's a part of the cerebellum. I think, yeah, that's the cerebellum. This is the pons. That's the pons and that's the cerebellum. A tiny piece of the cerebellum. Ew! I got everywhere. I don't want it on my outfit either.
Alright, Dustin, hold on, this is me now. Look what happened. My screen went blank. Kaylin, got a minute?
I swear I'm gonna change my name. All these Caitlins are confusing to me. I can't take it anymore. Yeah.
Alright, Dustin,
Ooh, cool.
I'm ready to play. So here's what they're doing.
That's neat.
in the track.
That. Those lines. Are you getting a picture? Okay.
Total of 2 diagrams here that they tell you what colors you use. Listen, one,
You have to drag it for 3 words.
2,
Like you can't skip one. Like
black.
It does work.
Three,
I don't know how long it's been.
I have to give a big shout out to Mr. Johnson for letting me do this again. Dissecting his brain, you know. Give a big shout out to him
next several diagrams.
for letting me do it again.
3 diagrams here. Colors you use. Same thing here.
That doesn't work. It's a match.
Okay? So that's what you're going to do. And if you don't have the package, you're going to want to get that.
Ooh,
Filled with green.
All right.
look at that. Look at that. Isn't that cool?
All right, we're gonna build a house over here.
Taryn, I wish you were here. Kinsey, I wish you were here. Blake, I wish you were here.
Oh, it's working. It's working.
I miss you guys. Shout out to you guys.
All right.
They're like really weird. I mean, they're like really weird. Like they just start throwing eggs and stuff. And they start breaking.
And Caitlin, I'll probably just have
I
a
actually have a whole
board of terms, like I said before.
video on like how to make like Donald Trumps. You know, they tried to like bleach his hair. And they put like this image of him in a bathroom. And they're like, there's like Confederate flag and all that. And everything. And
Oh,
feet,
hey, guess
so
what
like, oh
came?
my god, there's a lot. The whole room is bathroom, like, what?
I don't quite understand this. I've never had this.
Ooh, that's like cartilage. Yeah, that's why it's called the Durham model, because it's very tough. I can cut it with the scalpel.
That was in my box. The problem is, I don't know who goes back.
I can't get sick from this guy.
Yeah.
I think I can give you a.
What? Yay! Oh. Then when I get home, I got like.
I know, yeah, it's like, I don't know who
I don't
goes
walk
back.
home, and then like when the boss drops me off, I walk. Remember one time I was playing, I think on a little bar.
Kind of look like I'm putting it in soup.
Yeah, I'm about to take my driver's ed, but I'm like a week till spring. I'm like, alright.
Okay, I think that's been enough of this nonsense. Well, it's not really nonsense, but yeah, whatever. So I'll just end the video here, and thanks for watching. It's been fun. And can't wait till the cat dissection or any other dissections I get to do in the future. So be watching for those. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Yeah, go ahead.